Before the roar, before the blood, before the myth ... there was the dawn. In the cramped stone heart of the ludus, the gladiator school, men prepared, not for a certain death, as legend tells, but for something far more complex, far more brutal, and ultimately, far more human. Forget the simplistic Hollywood gore. Forget Russell Crowe's stoic avenger. The truth of the Roman gladiator is a story of wealth, celebrity, and survival, woven into the fabric of an empire obsessed with spectacle. A truth hidden beneath centuries of myth. Until now, for centuries, our understanding of gladiators was built on fragmented texts, dramatic art, and, let's be honest, Hollywood's love affair with the spectacular. We pictured endless duels to the death, a colosseum awash in the river of blood. But then, in 1993, a discovery in the ancient city of Ephesus shattered that cinematic fantasy. Archaeologists uncovered something truly unprecedented. A massive gladiator cemetery, not just a few scattered remains, but a dedicated burial ground, revealing dozens upon dozens of warrior skeletons. What the bones revealed was nothing short of astonishing. Examining the ancient remains, forensic anthropologists expected to find countless unhealed mortal wounds. Instead, they found something remarkable. Many fatal-looking injuries, compound fractures, severe head trauma, disfiguring blows had not only been sustained, but had healed perfectly. This wasn't the evidence of disposable trauma. This was the proof of meticulous, dedicated medical intervention. These men, these supposed slaves, were being treated with a level of care that would shock even a modern trauma surgeon. Why such extraordinary care? The answer lies in economics. Gladiators weren't just slaves. They were massive financial investments. Their owners, the shrewd and often ruthless masters, sunk immense capital into piloting, training, and maintaining these warriors. A highly skilled gladiator would fetch astronomical costs, a fortune, comparable to today's superstar athletes. To an extent, a dead gladiator wasn't a tragedy. It was a devastating financial loss. They provided not just top-tier medical care, but also special high-carb diets, a barley-heavy, vegetarian regimen designed to put on a protective layer of fat and provide sustained energy. This was not compassion, it was pure, unadulterated business sense. And here's where we connect the dots between history, fact, and dramatic storytelling. Much like the acclaimed part of this series did. While the series took liberties for entertainment, it powerfully captured the brutal reality of gladiator life, the forced servitude, the camaraderie, the betrayal, and the desperate yearning for something more. Many gladiators were indeed slaves, ripped from their homes and forced into this brutal existence. But even within the confines of the ludus, a strange ecosystem developed. For a slave, the arena offered a perverse kind of upward mobility. It was a chance, however slim, to earn freedom, riches, and a legend that would outlive them. Forget disposable entertainment. These men were the absolute rock stars of the ancient world. Their faces adorned frescoes in public baths and private villas. Graffiti scrawled on city walls praised their victories and lamented their defeats. They had massive fan clubs, branded merchandise, from miniature clay figurines, sold at stadium stalls to oil lamps etched with their names. Women adored them, writing love notes and vying for their attention. They were the tabloid's dream, the gossip of the taverns, the subject of impassioned debate. Their fame transcended their slave status, granting them a unique position in Roman society, a strange blend of despised chattel and revered icon. The arena was more than just a fighting pit. It was the ultimate high-stakes theater, a technological marvel of its age. Beneath the sand, a complex network of hidden elevators, ramps, and trapdoors allowed wild beasts and elaborate scenery to burst forth, astonishing the crowds. The spectacle began long before the first sword was drawn, with grand parades, exotic animal hunts, and public executions. But the main event, The gladiatorial contest was what truly captivated the Roman soul. These were carefully choreographed, expensive productions designed to thrill, to inspire awe, and to reaffirm the power of Rome itself. And for the gladiators, this was their stage. This was where their destiny was forged. The fights themselves were highly stylized, governed by strict rules and overseen by referees. This wasn't a chaotic free-for-all. Gladiators were trained in specific fighting styles. The heavily armored Murmillo with his sword and shield, the agile Ricciarius with his net and trident, the mounted equests. They were martial artists, highly skilled in offensive and defensive techniques. Their goal was often to wound, to incapacitate, to impress, rather than to kill outright. A gladiator who fought bravely, even if defeated, could still earn the crowd's respect and, crucially, the chance to live. The thumbs up or thumbs down movement was real, but it was rarely a flip of a coin. The emperor, or the patron funding the games, often deferred to the crowd's judgment, heavily influenced by the gladiator's performance. This moment, the moment of mercy, was perhaps the most crucial. A gladiator who fought valiantly, who bled but did not break, often earned the crowd's clemency. The myth of guaranteed death is just that. And the archaeological evidence from Ephesus backs this up. Only a fraction of gladiators died in any given year. For those who survived, the rewards could be immense. Prize money, lavish gifts, and the possibility of freedom. The rules, a wooden sword signifying their retirement. They lived hard, violent lives, but they lived to fight another day. They fought for more than just survival. They fought to be remembered. For a man of no status, a slave, or a commoner, to achieve such fame, to have his name spoken generations later, was to achieve a kind of immortality. They didn't just fight for Rome, they fought for their place in eternity. The true story of the gladiator is far richer, far more human, and ultimately, far more compelling than the myths we've cherished. They were slaves and superstars, commodities and heroes, men who faced death daily but rarely succumbed to it. They lived lives of intense training, brutal combat, and unexpected celebrity. Their legacy, etched into bone and stone, reveals a nuanced world of ancient Rome, a society that valued spectacle above all else and created icons out of its most vulnerable. The gladiators of Rome may have fought 2 millennia ago, but their struggle for survival, their yearning for glory, and their enduring human spirit continues to captivate us, proving that even in death, they truly achieved what they fought for, to be remembered for eternity.